It's a top 10 matchup on Rocky Top tonight as we get you ready for game one of our series between the 9th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols and the 2nd-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. It's the penultimate weekend of the SEC regular season. The Alabama Crimson Tide chasing down those Oklahoma Sooners for the top spot, while the Lady Vols just a couple games back and have their sights set on a top 3 finish. Welcome inside Sherry Parker Lee Stadium alongside the former Syracuse star, Faith Kane. I'm Jill Jelnick. Anytime you have a top 10 matchup, you're going to get a postseason feel, and that's certainly the case this weekend. What do you have your eye on game one between Alabama and Tennessee?
Well, first of all, Tennessee has not played in an SEC game in nearly 2 weeks. Coach Karen Weekly knowing that coming into this game, they are the underdogs, but she says she loves it. First off, they cannot be sluggish. They got to get the offense rolling right away. But on the flip side, you got Alabama, who is firing on all cylinders right now, and they got the power.
They certainly do, and they have the numbers to show for it. 79 home runs. They are on fire when it comes to the long ball, one of the top home run hitting teams this season.
They have 1 home run in 38 of their 47 games. It's led by Brooke Wells, Alexis Papillo, Anna Roman, all double digits in home runs.
The Crimson Tide as a whole hitting .341. All 9 hitters in this lineup tonight hitting over 300, including Brooke Wells. She's a player the Tennessee pitchers want to keep their eye on when she's at the plate. And speaking of the Lady Vols pitching staff, the 3-headed monster of Marjeko, Newer, and Pickens, they have been lights out in the circle, top ERA in the country at 1.2.
Well, you really can't go wrong with any of them in the circle. All 3 of them are top 10 for lowest ERA in Division I softball. They complement each other so well because they throw so differently. They are tough to beat.
And it is the hardest thrower of that 3-headed monster that is going to get the start tonight. The senior 2-time defending SEC Pitcher of the Year, Carlin Pickens, getting the start for Tennessee on Senior Day, one of 3 seniors being recognized here on Rocky Top tonight. Now, it's always fun when these 2 teams get together, right? Roll Tide, Rocky Top, but when it comes to this softball rivalry, it's always intense, especially because most of their meetings come from the postseason, including the last time they faced off, Faith.
Well, you got to take it back all the way to 2024 when Alabama came here and they were the underdogs and got the win over Tennessee to go to that Women's College World Series. So I'm sure Tennessee is hungry right now to come back from that.
Carlin Pickens, someone that is ready for the spotlight, and it really doesn't get much bigger than this on Rocky Top tonight, game 1 of our series. Pickens coming in with a 1.4 ERA. Most recently came on in relief Tuesday against Radford, pitched 2 scoreless innings to close out the game. She's ready for her senior night.
Well, you want to start on your senior night. That's how it is. She is so composed in the circle. She is a leader for this team, but not only a leader for this team, but she's got a lot on her shoulders because she is the face of softball right now. She's going to throw in the 70s. She throws that drop ball pretty heavy, but also she's got a rise ball. She's going to throw that changeup as well, mix that in, but I'd love to see it a little bit more than what we usually do here in SEC play.
Pickens in her 4th and final season on Rocky Top, and she certainly has not slowed down since she was first here, came onto campus here at the University of Tennessee. Started her career as a freshman of the year, continued to dominate, and just picked up speed the rest of the way.
Well, she's gotten better. She adds something to her arsenal every single year. She started out mostly with that fastball. Then she started incorporating more of that drop, rise, and then that changeup was really effective for her last year in the postseason. So I expect to see that more and more as this year goes on.
One of the best pitchers in the SEC will be going up against one of the best hitters in the SEC, and Alexis Papillo leading things off for the Crimson Tide. Papillo coming into tonight hitting .429, top 10 batting average in the SEC. Recently moved to the leadoff spot, looking to set the tone here for the Tide. First pitch, she pops up towards the left side. Calling for it is Fawn. She will make the grab for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Carlin Pickens.
Yeah, pretty simple. Can't ask for anything more than that. already I know it's a half swing coming from Papillo, but you got to imagine Bama's probably coming up into that batter's box wanting to be aggressive. You look at the way that Pickens started that game against Duke nearly 2 weeks ago, and that's what Duke did and how they got in front of her. So I imagine Alabama probably coming in with the same mindset.
First pitch to Brooke Wells, right down the middle for strike one. This is the hitter you want to be careful of if you're Tennessee. Brooke Wells hits this hard towards right field. It's drifting, and it's gone. The second pitch to Brooke Wells. She goes yard to put Alabama on top.
This is what Wells is so good at. She hits that long ball. Coach Patrick Murphy before this game actually saying she does better when she's late on the ball, and that's kind of what happened here is she let that pitch get deep. She has such quick hands. Look, she does not start her swing until last second against Pickens and just met the ball with the barrel and smacked it over.
Oppo Taco for Brooke Wells, her 20th home run of the season. She's already in the top 5 in the country for most home runs and continues to add more. So Alabama on top 1-0 early on as Jenna Young steps into the box. Takes a rise ball upstairs. Jenna Young, junior, transfer out of Iowa. Coach Murphy says she's competitive as heck. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Young coming into tonight hitting .347. Every single hitter in this lineup hitting over 300 for the Crimson Tide.
And that's why you really can't have many mistakes. And you just saw Wells earlier with that home run. That was a mistake from Pickens. She left it too much over the white of the plate. You got to force Alabama to expand that zone. She loves working up and down. So get him to swing at that drop ball. Get him to swing out of the zone with that rise.
Ball 4, free base for Jenna Young. One aboard for the Tide.
Heading forward for the Tide, they capture number 34, Marley Giles.
Marley Giles in the 4th spot tonight for Alabama. Shows bunt, pulls back. Giles coming in hitting .420, 25 RBI. This is an Alabama lineup that head coach Patrick Murphy says might be most athletic he's ever had. And head coach Karen Weekly for Tennessee says this is the most complete team that they've faced this season.
Well, we talked about their hitting in the open, but we also have to look at their pitching. I mean, they have top 3 pitchers as well, just as much as Tennessee.
Giles ropes this one into left center. That will be down for a based hit. So now 2 aboard for Alabama as the rally continues.
Giles doing a great job on that outside corner. She extended those hands, honestly didn't even get all of the ball on that and just poked it through, got it into the outfield. And I mean, Alabama's making some noise right away.
And as the noise gets louder for Alabama, pitching coach for Tennessee, Megan Rhodes-Smith, take a moment, head out to the circle to talk to her battery. Smith in her 6th season as the Lady Vols pitching coach. Former player as well, played from 2005, 2008, and 3 of those years she spent with the legendary Monica Abbott. So she certainly knows a thing or two, and her pitching staffs have been elite the last several years. Probably just taking a moment to talk to Pickens, as now the Tide has 2 runners aboard.
Well, right now, all the momentum's sitting with Bama right now, so just trying to come out and shift that back into Carlins Pickens. Take a breath, get back in it.
First pitch to Anna Roman comes in as a strike. Roman, freshman in this Crimson Tide lineup, had 2 doubles in their win this past Tuesday against UAB. Holds off on the rise ball from Pickens. Alabama coming off of a midweek matchup against UAB. Tide able to pick up that win. Same with Tennessee coming off a 2-1 win over Radford on Tuesday. Did she hold up? No. Third base umpire Scott Mayers says she went. Count now 1-2.
That had to be awfully close.
Roman fouls off a piece of it.
And right now, it just looks like Pickens is missing that rise ball a little bit too much out of the zone. I like that one, that it was closer to the hands, but it has to be close enough to get Bama to swing at it.
Roman with the ground ball to third. Rutan steps on the bag and gets the easy force out. Much needed second out for the Tennessee defense.
When Maddie Rutan is able to play third base, this is the best defense for Tennessee. That pitch on the outside corner, Rutan doing a good job, snagging up, stepping on third, and looking for that out towards first. You want to get that lead runner. Now you got 2 outs with only a runner at first and second.
Audrey Vandergriff takes first pitch ball. Vandergriff hitting .313 coming into tonight. 24 RBI. She's hitting .295 with runners on the bases. Pops this up towards the left side. Foz calling for it and will make the grab, but not before Brooke Wells makes a statement in game 1.
Alabama hopping out in front early in this game, and they are up 1-0.
Much like it in college sports.
This rivalry matters. It's what's built the SEC.
Rocky Top meets Roll Tide.
It's a rowdy series. Fans get engaged. Super loud, super competitive. Those are the types of games that we all love the most.
It's going to be exciting to go down into their home and put the pressure on them.
There's nothing more that we like than true competition. It's going to be a dogfight. It amps everybody up, back and forth, back and forth. Just a lot of competitiveness.
To watch this rivalry, I don't know what does. Alabama on top early on, 1-0 over Tennessee as the Lady Vols get ready to pick up the bats for the first time. Alabama with one of the top pitching staffs in the country, and tonight they will turn to their veteran right-hander Jocelyn Brisky to start game 1.
Well, she's been the ace of this staff. She splits the zone up and down. She's going to work that drop ball. It is pretty heavy, but she's been working on a rise ball and a changeup as well, so we're probably going to see that a lot more.
First pitch to Sophia Knight comes in as a strike. As you mentioned, that velocity is not easy to catch up to. She's been one of the most reliable arms over the last 3 years for the Crimson Tide, having a career year with a sub-2 ERA.
Well, she's been a great mentor to these freshmen that are also on this pitching staff. She's really led the way. What I love about her is when she's in the circle, she is so composed and looks more together than what she has in years past.
Strike 2 for Sophia Knight. Sophia Knight back in the lineup After having missed 7 games, she was able to make her first return this past Tuesday against Radford, went 2 for 2 with a run scored, so really didn't miss a beat, but she was out for over a week. Did she go? No, she did not.
Well, she is key to this lineup when she's able to be in it at the top and, at least get that lead runner. It allows Ella Dodge and Leach, among others, just be able to score her. I think having her back is a huge key.
Knight fouls off another one. Count stays 2-2. Sophia Knight coming into tonight, team high 443 batting average. Has the most hits on the team and tremendous speed. That's why Coach Weekly loves her at the top of this Lady Vols lineup. Hard slap right up the middle. First base hit for Tennessee goes to Sophia Knight.
Just so good at the top. I mean, you miss a bunch of games and you come back, you pick up a bat for one day and then go 2 for 2 in that Radford game and then steps up in your SEC game and gets the hit to lead off this game against Bama.
When Sophia Knight goes, the rest of the team goes. Ella Dodge and Alana Leach right behind her. The Lady Vols hitting .301 as a team. As a big cut there for for Ella Dodge for strike 1. Ella Dodge hitting .317 coming into tonight, leads the team with 43 RBI, also the most doubles on the team with 11. Big cut on the rise ball from Brisky.
And that's the struggle point for Ella Dodge. She loves to swing away. You can see it even when she's up there. I mean, she's competitive. And she's going to take that bat off her shoulder. She just expands that zone sometimes, specifically on that rise.
Gets her swinging for strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Brisky.
And I love the setup against Ella Dodge. You work outside, and then you come up in the zone, and then you go back with that drop ball that is just so nasty for Brisky. It's a tough pitch to try to get your barrel on, but even elevate, it's even tougher.
Brisky having a career year, her junior season. She goes outside for ball 1 to Alana Leach. She's averaging 9.2 strikeouts per 7 innings. Her strikeout numbers right now, they're just eye-popping. Hard hit from Leach, but foul. Alana Leach, one of 2 Leach sisters in the lineup tonight. Coming into tonight hitting .349. Leads the team with 11 home runs. Lays off the mid-rise.
And that's a good eye there. If they're able to lay off that with Brisky, at least pick one of them, which I would pick her drop because that's what she's going to throw majority of the time. And anything that's up, let it go.
Gets her swinging for strike 3. Meanwhile, Knight slides in safely to second base.
And Brisky doing it again. What makes her so tough is every single pitch is so deceptive. They look so similar. And Sophia Knight taking off for that steal. She's got speed, so she's going to show it off too.
So Alabama with 2 outs now, but Lady Vols able to move up 60 feet closer as Morrison skies this towards center. Calling for it is White, and she will make the grab. So Lady Vols leave a runner aboard. Alabama on top as we head to the top of the second. has thrived this season. Alabama was originally picked to finish 9th in that dubious SEC preseason poll, but then they went on to do this, 25-0 to start the season. They won their first 6 SEC series, first time they've done that since 2012. Number 2 in the rankings. They have been on a tear, and head coach Patrick Murphy has to be pleased with what he's seeing from this team. He says he thinks this is the most athletic team they've had, and the sky's the limit for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first time since 2012. Let's remember what that 2012 team did. They were national champions. I mean, that's when Caleb Rowe, Jackie Traina were a part of that team. So, I mean, they have all the tools to do it.
Trying to get back to the Women's College World Series. They missed it last year. Their most recent trip to OKC was 2024 as Ambry Taylor grounds this one foul. And that 2024 trip to the Women's College World Series, they had to go through Rocky Top in order to get there. That was the last meeting between these two teams in the Super Regionals 2 years ago. Alabama taking Game 3 to punch its ticket to OKC, and that is certainly the goal again this year. Strike 3, Pickens picks up her first strikeout of the night.
And that was a beautiful spot by Pickens, and this is what I mean by expand the zone. She hits the river here, so right on the outside corner and then crosses back. I love it. She is amped. That's the energy you want to see out of your senior leader.
Head coach Karen Weekly says Pickens thrives in those big game moments when the spotlight is on her. That is certainly the case this weekend. Salyn Hawkins fouls off the first pitch. It's senior night, penultimate weekend in the SEC. Tennessee trying to get into that top 3 in the standings. It's hard to get a bigger spotlight than this in the regular season.
Well, you think about when she broke that record for fastest pitch. It was against Bri Ellis and then Jordy Fromm. She broke her own record. So it's in those big moments where she truly shines. And today, I mean, what better way to shine again?
She did give up the home run to Brooke Wells back in the first inning. Has done a nice job settling in since. Grounder over to Foss. She backs up, makes the throw. 1 down. Excuse me, 2 down.
And Foss is just so smooth out there in shortstop. That's the reason why she's in this lineup, is to make plays like this. She did scoot back, which is a risk when you have Hawkins running down the line, but made the throw in time.
Kristen White, the 9-hole hitter for Alabama tonight. Comes in hitting .372 out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Looking to try to turn the lineup around with 2 down. Hard slap right off the glove of Rutan for a base hit.
Rutan was playing White in, as she should, over there at third, because White is so quick. So she just didn't have enough time to react to that hit. But White got all of that one. I think, again, that's probably a mistake from Pickens. Left it too much over the plate.
Now the top of the lineup for Alabama, as Papillo is back at the plate. Popped up to shortstop her first at bat. Takes ball 1. Papillo has started every game this season for the Crimson Tide, hitting .429 coming into tonight. Offensive catalyst for this Crimson Tide team. She fouls one back.
She has such a fear factor at the top of this lineup. She takes her toes, puts it right on those lines. She is just daring Pickens to throw her on the inside corner.
Able to hold off the rise ball there. Great story about Papillo from Coach Murphy, saying coming into this season, Alexis told him, hey, I want to be in the best shape of my life. She hit the weight room, dropped 40 pounds, and her numbers are proof of it. Looks at that one for strike 2.
Yeah, dropped 40 pounds. She benches over 200, squats over 400. I mean, she is strong. and her home runs speak for herself.
Lays off the rise ball to bring the count full. She's hitting .500 against top 10 teams this season. So not only is she getting it done consistently, she's getting it done against the top competition in the league.
And not only that, but she watches film, really thinks about her hitting process. I mean, speaking to Patrick Murphy, he just constantly talks about, you know, she just loves this game. She loves to be out there. And I mean, even when she gets a walk, she's looking at her dugout and she's like, let's go, come on. And I love that energy.
Payoff pitch from Pickens. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pickens pumped up about that one as she sits down, the leadoff hitter.
Pickens getting it done in the circle, settling in and getting one of the top hitters in this Alabama offense. Hype me up.
Taking on the 2026 season by storm. Started out to a program record 26-0, 3 top 10 wins. They were the #1 team in the country for 5 straight weeks, over a month, and they kept it rolling into SEC play despite dropping losses, series losses to Ole Miss and Florida, still staying afloat in the conference. Not to mention the three-headed monster of Newer, Marcheco, and Pickens, the top pitching staff in the country. And they're trying to continue that momentum into the penultimate weekend in SEC regular season play. Alongside Faith Kane, I'm Jill Jelnick, and there's a look at the queen of Rocky Top, Karen Weekly, in her 25th season as the head coach of the Tennessee Lady Vols. As Emma Clark steps to the plate, drills one hard but foul. And Coach Weekly has talked about how that adversity they faced specifically in that month of March, she's glad they faced it because it was able to battle test them early on to prepare them for what's ahead.
Well, she even said that, you know, our best softball is still in front of us. So you think about that 26-0 run and you hear your coach say, we still have better softball than what we played in February. This team is continuing to get better. She says, let's not look at the record. Let's think about quality at bats. You know, even if you go up there and you hit a long, hard line drive, I mean, that's a quality at bat. You can't be upset about that.
Clark grounds this one over to short. Hawkins makes the out at 1. To continue the conversation, Faith, you look at what they did last year, going to the Women's College World Series, the 9th time in program history. They made it to the national semifinal, so they were so close to making it to that championship series, and there's no question that same goal, that same standard is set once again this season. Upstairs and in to Gabby Leach.
I mean, the word for them this year is dominate, and we've talked about that throughout this season, about how they don't want to just win games, they want to essentially dominate teams. Like, it's none of these close games anymore.
catches the outside corner for strike one, evens the count 1-1.
You also can't overlook at what they did to start out this season. I mean, 26-0, that's a great achievement. And even, you know, hearing from Weekly this week, she seemed very level-headed. Like, guys, we're fine. Like, there's nothing to be concerned about. We still have so much more softball left. And you want to play your best softball now. Now's the time to go. And this is where it can start here in this series.
Leach fouls back for strike two. Gabby Leach, one of the veterans in this Lady Vols lineup. No seniors in this offensive lineup. Her and her sister Alana Leach, the two most veteran hitters. Otherwise, it's a very young offense for Tennessee. She takes a ball low in the zone, brings the count full. And safe to say that both Gabby and her sister Alana have had to carry a lot of weight when it comes to this offense. They had breakout years last year, trying to keep it going in their junior year. Swing and a miss. Jocelyn Brisky able to pick up her second strikeout, sits down Gabby Leach.
Striking out on the same pitch that got her sister. Same exact spot. It's that drop ball on the outside corner. That is not a strike. That's something that Tennessee is going to have to lay off of, and it's whether you're going to make adjustments. Do you have to make adjustments in the box? Maybe scoot up, scoot back so you can read that drop ball, or do you get it before it drops when you move forward? But it's going to be about adjustments. Now, offensively, Tennessee coming into this game saying they just need to square up the ball once. If every person does that at least once, then we're going to be successful.
Hard shot off the bat of Taylin Hawley, and it's down. Vandergriff laid out for it, but couldn't come up with the catch, and Taylin Hawley comes up with a big double for the Lady Vols.
And it's the freshman that's stepping up in this moment. That is an outside pitch that she's able to stay on and drive out to the outfield. Yes, so close to making that play. I love the effort coming from Vandegrift. Just couldn't get there. Yeah, Hawley looking at her dugout saying, let's go. The energy, you feel it, the electric energy, the fans. I mean, fans were out in the parking lot today 3 hours before this game tailgating. Like, they know what type of rivalry this is and what this means.
Game one of our three-game series between these two top 10 teams. The penultimate weekend of SEC regular season, in both Alabama and Tennessee trying to finish in that top three in the conference. Lady Vols looking to carry over the momentum. They picked up a win Tuesday, 2-1 over Radford, but they haven't played an SEC series in nearly 2 weeks, and you can't tell. They seem to be picking up where they left off.
Well, what I was interested in coming into this game is how the offense was going to look, because when they played Duke, their bats were more quiet than I think we expected in that Duke game. And then coming out to Radford, you know, speaking with the way that Tennessee is, statistically you look at it and say, okay, this is a game they should run rule. It should only be 5 innings. And that's a game that went all 7, 2-1, so very close. And I was interested to see how this offense will look against great SEC pitching this weekend against Alabama.
Rutan takes a ball outside, brings the count 2-0. Maddie Rutan, the transfer from Eastern Kentucky, one of 3 transfers for this Lady Vols team. Hitting .253 coming into tonight. Recently barreled up her 5th home run of the year against Kentucky. She fouls this one back. She's been a great addition to this Tennessee team, along with Sophia Knight, another transfer as well. Tennessee with only 3 transfers, but they've made a big difference, especially in the lineup.
Well, when you come from a school that's like a mid-major and you come over and play into SEC play.
Rutan grounds this to Brisky. No problem for out number 3. Jocelyn Brisky with the final put out there. Alabama picking up the bats when we come back. To the top of the third, Alabama on top 1-0 thanks to the big solo bomb from Brooke Wells.
Well, Wells is just so good. That's a pitch that missed by Carlin Pickens, and she kept her hands quick, short to the ball, and exploded over that wall. She is so good with the power that she displays at the plate. Part of the reason is because she stays in her legs so much. You're even going to see it with her stance. She gets really down low, almost like she's taking a squat at the plate. But it works.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Strike one to Brooke Wells. That was the 8th home run hit off of Pickens this year. She doesn't get a lot of home runs hit off of her, not when she throws the gas. She goes upstairs to even the count 1-1. But Pickens has settled in nicely since she gave up that solo home run back in the first.
Well, we say she likes those big moments, but also in moments like that where she does give up a home run, she does get a little mad. You can kind of tell when she gets in that circle, like, no, I don't want you to hit a home run, but that's the type of pitcher you want in the circle.
Outside brings the count 2-1. Pickens suffered that shoulder strain just last month, March 3rd, in their game against Belmont. Missed 11 days. And then when she came back, it kind of took a little while for her to get back to full speed.
And Karen Weekly is saying, you know, don't think it's affecting her, at least physically. I mean, she'd never been hurt in her entire playing career, so I'm sure mentally that is a challenge when you're a pitcher, trying to come back in, making sure, okay, I don't want to hurt it again. But I also think, you know, this is her senior night. She knows that the window's closing, that her senior year is almost up. I mean, I'm sure we obviously will see her at the professional level.
Carlin Pickens, one of several athletes to receive a golden ticket from the AUSL earlier this season. So she has bright things ahead for her once her collegiate career is over. As for right now, Alabama with a runner on as Brooke Wells took the free base.
And I don't think that's a bad thing if you give up a walk to Brooke Wells. With the way she's hitting, I mean, you don't want to miss anything over the white.
First pitch to Jenny Young comes in as a ball as she squared around and pulled back. Kinley Pate now the pinch runner on first. Jenny Young walked in her first at-bat, one of the hot hitters for Alabama this season. Hit this one hard, but right into her foot. This one didn't seem like it felt very good.
Yeah,
straight down.
Ugh, those never feel good.
Jenny Young spent her first 2 seasons of her career at Iowa. Started 99 games across 2 seasons with the Hawkeyes. Coach Murphy says she's a very intelligent hitter. Can make quick adjustments. As she pops this one up towards the left side, calling for it is Rutan. And she makes the grab for out number 1.
And what I like is I think Carlin Pickens is starting to make adjustments with that rise ball. Early in the first inning, she was missing high out of that zone where hitters could lay off of it pretty easy, but now she's starting to bring it more as a strike right at the hands, and that's allowing her defense to make plays on these pop-ups.
Hard ground ball off the glove of Rutan. Marley Giles got a hold of that one, and she is all pumped up after that base hit.
Yeah, when you're able to swing early in the count against Pickens, you might as well if you can get your foot down. But that spun weird. Even saw how it came off the ground and then came right at Rutan. Looked like she was about to go for the backhand, and that's probably why she tipped it off the glove, but there's not much you can really do with that. That's a tough play.
That's 2 tough shots off the glove of Rutan, both hard hit ground balls off of the Alabama bats. As Anna Roman swings through for strike 1.
I give props to third basemen over there with the hot corner. I mean, barely any reaction time.
So 2 runners on for the Crimson Tide as Roman lays off the rise ball there. Roman grounded into a fielder's choice her last at bat, hitting .324. Also has a lot of speed, team high 12 stolen bases this season. Able to lay off the rise again.
What I love about Roman is, you know, she's a freshman, but her intelligence of just seeing where the strike zone is, she does it really well. She has a lot of walks on this season, 27. I mean, usually when you come up there and you're young, you want to swing the bat and get a hit, but she knows what to lay off of.
One of 6 freshmen on this Alabama team. 13 returners from last season, but 8 newcomers as well, so a handful of fresh faces for the Crimson Tide. Brings the count full. Lays off of ball 4. Now the Crimson Tide with the bases loaded and 1 out.
You can see a little bit of frustration coming from Pickens. She's not getting that pitch on the outside corner. But I mean, I think she is missing. Not missing by much, but yeah, probably a ball off.
Taking a moment now with pitching coach Megan Rhodes-Smith. They've been together the last 4 years, and it's been impressive to see the progression of Pickens throughout her career. When she first came in as a freshman, she was throwing the ball a lot more down in the zone, and then sophomore worked more on the rise. And then last year kind of put the package together, more of that complete package with the velo. Has improved every year since she's been on Rocky Top.
Well, she really focused on that changeup last year, so that's part of her arsenal now that's getting thrown in the mix. Even though she doesn't throw it very often, just the fact that she does have it, it gets in a hitter's head, knowing that it's in her back pocket.
Tough situation now here for Pickens. Only 1 down, bases loaded, and Audrey Vandergriff at the plate. Both middle infielders several feet in front of the base path, same with the corners. So infield going home for the force out with just 1 down. Vandergriff popped up to shortstop her last at bat. Coming into tonight hitting .313, but she's hitting .375 with the bases loaded. Not a bad hitter to have up at the plate in this moment.
Yeah, and imagine this, she was the leadoff to start out the season, so she does well when runners are on base.
Scott Mayer, the third base umpire, says she went, so now the count goes 1-2. Pickens ahead here. .22.
And I'd say looking at her rise ball, I don't necessarily remember it being quite that slow. I think it's slower today, and that's not always a bad thing. It could say that she's having more spin than normal, but I'd say she usually throws it mid to upper 60s. We're seeing lower 60s a little bit more.
That one coming in at 65. Brings the count full here. With the bases loaded, top of the third, just 1 down. Gets her to foul off one. Huge moment here for the Crimson Tide, looking to extend its lead early in this game, just game 1 of the series. Ball 4, Carlin Pickens walks in a run for Alabama. Crimson Tide takes a 2-0 lead.
That was a big at bat. her to lay off that rise ball coming from Pickens. Yeah, she's just missing that pitch more. She's got to start it lower in the zone, get it to become competitive. Right now, that's something that's easy for Bama to lay off of. Well, look at the energy going down the line. I mean, that's a walk.
Off the bat of Taylor, but it spins past Dodge. In comes one run, in comes another run. A miscue in the infield extends the Alabama lead 4-0.
You see Taylor, even after she hit that, when she got to first base, she kind of threw her hands up. She's like, I don't know how I even hit that. That is a pitch almost in the other batter's box. She gets it off the end of her bat and it just squeaks through. Spun so weird. I mean, that look, Ella Dodge was reading it right, and then it took a weird spin and hopped the other direction.
Yeah, that was a tough ball to read.
I don't know what you do. Maybe lay down, try to stop it.
She tried. She tried. Tough play for Dodge at second. And now Alabama with a 4-0 lead here and still 1 out and 2 runners on.
I mean, the best thing you can do when a ball has a weird spin like that is when you see it coming in, start charging at it. Try to go get it before it does that funky hop. But it didn't seem like there was too much reaction time for Ella Dodge back there. She also had those runners coming in front of her as well.
Strike one to Salen Hawkins. Hawkins 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to shortstop her last at bat. Takes one on the inside hands, it looked like there. But it will be a foul ball. Coach Murphy is arguing that it hit her. He wants the free base.
And I think Carlin Pickens, she made the motion like, hey, she came all the way around. I think seeing it live, I don't think she did. I think she held back. I think that just got away from Pickens. As a pitcher too, yeah, I'm saying she came around on it.
Yeah. Question is, did it grab her arm? You can see Hawkins pointing at her right elbow there. She says, hey, it hit her, and they're gonna go ahead and award her the bag. So a hit by pitch puts another Crimson Tide player on base.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of animated fans right now. You're seeing Karen Weekly come out. She's not happy right now. I think we're starting to see frustration from Carlin Pickens. But what I do like about this, either way, whichever way the call is supposed to be, when a coach comes out and fights for you, you love that as a player. You love to see it. Oh, I guess it is close. When you see it slowed down. I mean, the bat looked like it came, but it was almost like the wrist didn't break.
First pitch to Kristen White comes in as a ball. So another bases loaded situation here for Alabama and still 1 out. Tennessee's defense desperate to get out of this inning, as the Tide already pushed across 3 here, top of the 3rd. Middle infielders in, corners a step in, and a 2-0 count here to Kristen White. Shows bunt, pulls back.
I mean, Pickens does have a lot of pressure on her shoulders. I mean, she's that leader. She takes responsibility not only for herself, but her entire team, according to Karen Weekly. And that's a lot to hold on as a player. But I mean, when you're a big name like her, that's what comes with the territory.
3-1 pitch from Pickens. Strike 2. Strike 3. Sits her down for the 2nd out of the inning.
And this is something we don't see from Carlin Pickens very often, but she started to quick pitch Kristen White there, because when White stepped up into the batter's box, you could tell she wasn't even quite ready, and Pickens starts her motion and throws. She said, okay, you're not ready, but the umpire is, I'm gonna go. And there she gets the big strikeout. I have a feeling if White may have been able to be a little bit more prepared, maybe she had a shot at that, but she wasn't.
This one comes inside, hits Alexis Papillo, and that will score another run. So 2 hit by pitches and a walk score a run here for Alabama. Now 5-0 over Tennessee. Despite getting that strikeout there, Faith Pickens clearly having a hard time finding that strike zone.
Yeah, she's just losing those balls right now. And I mean, yeah, Sage Margetko warming up in the bullpen, but remember, this is a series. They got a game 2, game 3 still left to play.
And it looks like Carlin Pickens' night will be done. Tough situation here for the new pitcher. We'll introduce you to her when we come back. Carlin Pickens' night is done here in game 1. She went 2 2/3 innings, scattered 4 hits, 2 earned runs. The 4 walks proved costly as Alabama now on top 5-0. And now the Lady Vols will turn to Peyton Hardenberger to take over here, top of the 3rd with the bases loaded. Tough situation here for the freshman.
I mean, for her to come into this situation, what a great opportunity for her to have a chance to play against a team like Alabama as a freshman. I mean, we haven't seen her since Kennesaw State at the beginning of this month. She did have some other SEC time. She pitched against South Carolina. Also, LSU got an inning there. But she's going to work upper 60s. She's got that curve, the rise drop, so she's going to work up and down. But one of her best pitches is that changeup, so she's going to try to keep Alabama off balance.
Brooke Wells tries to hold up on that changeup, but fouls it off. So not only does Hardenberger come in with the bases loaded, she also comes in up against Brooke Wells, the player who hit the solo home run back in the 1st and is arguably one of the toughest outs in the conference. As that one is saying it hit her, or no, excuse me, home plate umpire Alex Leap is saying, come on back, Brooke Wells.
And I didn't see it hit her at all. I don't know if they're saying that her arm was over the plate. Also could be that call. But I didn't see anything with that.
Brooke Wells was very quick to get out of that box.
Yeah.
And so she was.
So I have to imagine by the reaction, she's like, yeah, I got hit. Maybe it changed a little bit of direction. And I mean, more than anything, Morrison working back behind the plate.
That's a great angle right there from our camera crew. And from that look, it looked like it missed her slightly.
Yeah, I didn't think it hit her at all.
And again, because the bases are loaded, this is a crucial call. If they do rule that it hit her, that's another run for Alabama. So this is a pivotal moment here with 2 outs.
Alabama is challenging whether the batter was hit by the pitch inside the box. All is under further review.
Okay, so head coach Patrick Murphy going to review whether or not that pitch hit Brooke Wells. And certainly worth a challenge, right? Because if he's correct, then Alabama gets another run.
Well, I mean, remember, the video has to be, I mean, it has to be a for sure if they're gonna overturn this, excuse me. And I mean, to me, I'm looking at the video and I don't see any evidence that it did hit her. I mean, I'm sure maybe it did because she really was like, hey, you know, I got hit, I'm gonna go down to first, but.
The ruling on the field was that it did not hit her, and that is important because it has to be indisputable evidence to overturn that call. And I agree with you, Faith. I'm not seeing enough evidence to overturn that.
Yeah, so I think they're going to have to stick with the play or the call on the field. I mean, even from that great slow-mo that we just saw, I mean, it didn't look like it hit her. If it hit her, it must have been like a very tiny snap because, I mean, the ball didn't even really change directions. Morrison didn't have any problem back there making the catch either. And usually you see a catcher kind of, move a little bit because the ball changed direction, but I didn't see that at all.
After further review, the call is staying battered.
Yeah, I don't think there was enough evidence.
So Brooke Wells will go back to the box, but still bases loaded, 2 outs, while Coach Murphy loses one of his challenges. But more importantly, this is still a dangerous situation for Tennessee as one of Alabama's hottest hitters is at the plate here with a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Peyton Hardenberger comes in and sits down Brooke Wells to retire the inning. Lady Vols pumped up. They got the momentum on their side. Second-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide on top 5-0 over the 9th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. But this is what happened in the last half inning. Peyton Hardenberger comes in for Carlin Pickens, sits down Brooke Wells to retire the side.
I mean, that's gotta hype you up as an offense and a team. They needed that extra energy coming from her. I mean, striking out Brooke Wells, bases loaded. I mean, let's go.
It's just the 7th appearance of the season for Peyton Hardenberger, and so when you have a teammate like that coming in, stepping up big time, gets your juices flowing for sure. Is it enough to ignite this Tennessee offense? As Bella Faw pops up the first pitch, Wells is underneath it, and she'll make the grab.
I'm sure a conversation was had over in the dugout for Tennessee. Offensively, they need to be aggressive, but make sure you're aggressive at the right pitches too.
Jocelyn Brisky back in the circle for Alabama. She's having a career year in her junior season in Tuscaloosa. As the first pitch to Sophia Knight comes in as a strike. Brisky has been one of the more reliable arms over the last 3 years for the Crimson Tide. coming in with a sub-2 ERA, just 13 walks and 441 Ks, as she gets 2 quick strikes on Sophia Knight.
Well, I mean, she started out over Christmas break. She had that injury. She had a leg injury. So there's some question marks about what it would look like this year. But I think it's given her a different perspective on the game. You know, when you're out with an injury and you don't get to, you know, do your craft each and every day, then you finally get to go back out there and you love the game just that much more. It's also been cool to see how she has also evolved. When she first came to Alabama as a freshman, she really only had that drop ball. Then she worked that rise. She's working on the changeup. We're starting to see that more and more from her. So she's able to work those 3 pitches throughout her arsenal. She's going to be that much better. And there's that changeup. Yeah, okay, it's a ball, but at least you allow the hitters for Tennessee to see it and know that she has it.
Competitive pitch brings the count 1-2 now to Sophia Knight. Yeah, that changeup almost 20 miles per hour slower than her fastball there. That's a huge drop in speed. And a great battle at the plate for Knight. That's what you expect from your leadoff hitter, and Tennessee is absolutely happy about having her back in the lineup after missing some time due to an illness.
Well, she's so lighthearted too, gets along with a lot of her teammates, according to Karen Weekly, and I'm sure they missed her.
Knight right back at Brisky, no problem for the out. 2 down for Alabama's defense.
Just right now, Tennessee's bats have just been quiet these past couple weeks. I mean, we talked about that Duke game, and then you had the Radford game as well.
Dodge off the end of her bat. Easy play for Jenna Young at second. 1, 2, 3, Brisky sits them down. Alabama picking up the bats next. Alabama on top 5-0. Let's show you how we got here. It was Brooke Wells that led things off with a solo home run, and then the Alabama bats just peppered Carlin Pickens and the Tennessee defense. Also 4 walks, 2 hit by pitches proved to be costly as the Crimson Tide extended its lead 5-0. Now Alabama trying to keep it going here as we head to the top of the 4th, game 1 of our 3-game series. And right now, Faith, it's been all Alabama rolling from the start of this one.
Well, I think it's a little bit of uncharacteristic Carlin Pickens that we've seen in the circle. You know, Alabama really jumping out on her early, were aggressive at the plate. I'm sure that was the game plan coming into this. And one of their big keys before this game also was making sure that they got that front foot down. They were on time, and that's what they did. They had a game plan, and they did it.
Peyton Hardenberger taking over for Carlin Pickens. She throws a strike there to even the count to Jenna Young, 1-1. Hardenberger just making her 7th appearance this season, only 11 innings pitched. A tough situation to come into last inning for the freshman with the bases loaded, but she did a nice job. Sat down Brooke Wells, hottest hitter in the lineup for Alabama.
And I love it. When you come into a situation like that, I have to imagine she had nerves. She had to be nervous out there. If you care at all, you have them. And she was able to battle through and get out of that.
Young pops this over to left field. Alana Leach makes the grab for the first out.
And I mean, what's so nice about having some like pitching staffs now, like you're seeing in softball more and more how teams are carrying multiple pitchers, 5, 6. I mean, I've seen teams with 9 pitchers on staff now, and it's tough to prep for that many. And I'm sure coming into this game, Alabama mostly focused. I mean, Patrick Murphy did say he's like the 3 pitchers we're focusing on: Erin Newer, Sage Margetko, and Carlin Pickens. So I'm sure they weren't expecting to see Hardenberger out there. So they're going to have to try to make an adjustment, especially with their off speed in this game, if they want to start keeping those runs coming. And you don't want to let off, because Tennessee can get right back into this.
Absolutely can. The ball outside to Marley Giles. Those 3 pitchers you mentioned, all with 75+ innings pitched. That's the 3-headed monster, but Peyton Hardenberger making a case for herself right here. Giles pops this one up foul.
And I'm sure the mindset here too is put Hardenberger out there. Don't let Alabama see Newer or Margetko, and see if we can get back into this game. And then there may be a possibility we do see one of them, or we could see Pickens come back in too.
That is not unheard of. Pickens came back in their midweek game against Duke. Started the game through 5 pitches, gave up a 3-run home run, and then came back to finish the game. Tennessee ultimately lost 6-3 to Duke, so make a great point, Faith. That is not unheard of. As Hardenberger walks Giles, puts one aboard here for Alabama. Pickens gave up 4 walks in her start. Hardenberger there with her first walk, so a lot of free bases for Alabama. And when you're playing the 2nd-ranked team in the country, you can't make mistakes like that. You can't give up those free bags. Strike 1 to Anna Roman.
I mean, there really isn't a rest in this lineup, but you have to take care of business, especially towards the bottom here, the 7, 8, 9 hitters in this lineup. Otherwise, you are going to, get punished by the Brooke Wells, the Alexis Papillo. So it's important to get those outs. Free bases are not going to work.
Roman, the ground ball over to Clark, but the off throw. And so Giles will slide in safely to second. That could have been ugly for Tennessee. But just now 2 runners on. Here's another look at this one.
Yeah, right now, Tennessee just not playing their best softball. Emma Clark she held on to that too long, threw it out into left field to Alana Leach, then ran it in from there. Great idea. You want to get the double play. That could have been big, but Bella Fall running towards the back of the bag, and that's what she needs to do to make that swipe and quick throw over to first. So you got to throw it to where she's going.
Hardenberger comes inside, hits Audrey Vandergriff. So another free bag, and once again, Alabama has the bases loaded here, top of the 4th.
See, and this is where I think them being so young is starting to show. So you see Emma Clark make that mistake from first base, and then you have Hardenberger, who is that freshman, and she follows up with a hit batter. So you never want to turn one error into 2, and that's going back to back there. And Yeah, you look those free bases, 5 walks, 3 hit batters. I mean, you're not going to win many games with that.
And very uncharacteristic for Tennessee. Again, we have to reiterate, this is the top pitching staff in the country. Yes, Peyton Hardenberger hasn't had a lot of time in the circle compared to her counterparts, but still, this is a Tennessee staff that has been highly touted all season long. And they're going to keep Hardenberger out here.
And I like it. I mean, let her fight through this. I think it's going to, I mean, the future of Tennessee softball, that's what Hardenberger is. They need her to step up.
Stay in the fight is something that Coach Weekly preached to her team this week going into this series against Alabama. As Hardenberger goes low and inside for ball 1 to Ambry Taylor. Taylor 1 for 2 tonight. Came up clutch with that RBI single. That was the weird spinner off her bat. 2 RBI single, excuse me. Ball 2. If you're the Alabama hitters right now, the approach has to be patience at the plate.
Oh, yeah. I personally probably would step up and not swing until I get a strike. Unless it's absolutely juicy, the exact pitch I want.
Misses outside, 4 straight balls, and another run is walked in by a Tennessee pitcher.
Yeah, this is something you don't see from this Tennessee pitching staff, walking in runners with bases loaded. And I'm sure, too, that's probably a factor into what this defense is doing, too, because they're not used to seeing this.
Going back to that missed throw from Clark, that one ends up being costly. So that was a crucial out that Tennessee certainly needed here.
And that could have been a double play.
Ball escapes Morrison for second, but runners hold. Only 1 down. Alabama with the bases loaded here, looking to extend its lead, 6-0. Down the middle for a strike to Salen Hawkins. Hawkins was hit by a pitch her last at-bat and grounded out to shortstop her first at-bat, hitting .333 coming into the weekend, .349 with runners on. Strike 2.
And that's a good pitch by Hardenberger. Hawkins was actually behind on that. So you throw your off speed, something with that spins a little bit more and then comes with the heat.
Change up, she waits and rips it through the 5-6 hole. In comes 1 run. And Salen Hawkins will come up with the RBI single. Able to rip that change up through the left side.
See, now I am a little surprised that that's the pitch that was called next, because Hawkins was so behind on the pitch before this and then throws the changeup where she's now perfectly on time, stays on it, stays in her legs. Look, you even saw that leg twitch. She started those legs early, kept those hands back, and then punched those hands through to get the base hit.
Alabama pushes another run across, makes it 7-0 here, top of the 4th, and still only 1 out for the Tennessee defense. Kristen White takes strike 1. White 1 for 2 tonight, had a strikeout and a single back in the 2nd inning. The 9-hole hitter looking to turn the lineup around to Papillo on top. Strike 2.
And something I think I saw too out of this Tennessee team is it felt like coming into this game, you know, there's a lot of energy, amped up energy, just because of, you know, it being senior night and the rivalry, but it felt like the game needed to slow down a little bit. I think they tried to rush too much, which is something that both these coaches talked about, like taking that breath, slowing things down. And I think we're starting to see that a little bit here as we move throughout the game. But think about how fast those first couple innings were. It was just like shot after shot, back to back.
And credit to Alabama for jumping on Carlin Pickens so quickly. It was Brooke Wells that had the solo home run. Second batter of the game, second pitch, she goes yard. She set the tone as she has all season long, but then the rest of the lineup, 1 through 9, has done a nice job finding their way on, whether it's the free bag, the hit by pitch, or the single. Alabama has done a nice job getting to these pitchers. Count evens 2-2 to Kristen White. One down, corners are step in, middle infielders in as well with the bases loaded, trying to get the force out here. In the dirt for ball 3. Nice block by Morrison behind the plate. Payoff pitch here to Kristen White. Slaps this through the 3-4 hole. In comes 1 run. Coach Murphy sends another player, and she scores as well. 2 more come across for the Crimson Tide as they roll to a 9-0 lead.
Right now, it just feels like Tennessee is making this moment too big. White loves to turn on that inside pitch, even as a slapper. And I don't think Tennessee was expecting it. Usually she takes it to the left side. And then you got Gabby Leach overthrowing the plate, which allows Alabama to take that extra 60 feet. Now they have runners in scoring position. It looks like we're going to get a new pitcher.
Tell you more about Erin Newer when we come back. Alabama on top, 9-0. Day is done. Peyton Hardenberger scatters 2 hits, allows 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And now we'll hand the ball over to Erin Newer, the sophomore out of East Aurora, New York. Coming in with a .82 ERA, the second best ERA in the country, making her 22nd appearance on the season.
And Newer, we expected to see her probably in game 2, game 3. I don't think we expected to see her tonight, but she has just nasty spin. She works on all quadrants of the strike zone. She has great vertical break, going to work down and up as well. And then she's got that changeup too.
It's been a while since she last was in the circle. Most recently picked up her 14th win in game 3 in their Kentucky series on Monday night. That was nearly 2 weeks ago. That was the last SEC game for this Tennessee team. They had last weekend off from conference play and then a midweek matchup this past week against Radford, so it's been a little while.
And sometimes it's good when you get that break, especially if you're not playing how you want to. It allows the coaching staff and the team to, you know, go back and look at film and see where things are going wrong, maybe even looking at numbers, where they can be better. But sometimes also a break can break momentum. I mean, you take a look at this pitching staff, what they did at Kentucky, and they were lights out. You have Carlin Pickens, who threw that no-hitter.
In game 1, yep. Yeah, swept Kentucky. Then dropped their midweek matchup to Duke, 6-3. Had the weekend off last weekend. Picked up the 2-1 win over Radford, and now right back to SEC play tonight, game 1 against Alabama, where the Lady Vols trail 9-0. Alexis Papillo ripped that one foul. Now 2-2 here to the leadoff hitter. In the dirt, brings the count full.
And you think about SEC play now, it's not all about just winning the series. You almost have to sweep the series to try to get that #1 spot, and Alabama chasing after that #1 spot. Also chasing for that #1 spot for, the entire tournament.
Swing and a miss from Alexis Papillo. Erin Newer comes in, sits down the first batter she sees.
This is a tough adjustment as a hitter. You see Carlin Pickens earlier in this game, and then you got Erin Newer, who just spins the ball like crazy and throws in the lower 60s. She's not going to overpower you. She's going to spin the ball. Her spin rate, it just moves. It is nasty.
And that vertical separation as well, too. Hard to pick up. As she comes right back at Brooke Wells with strike 1.
And then she ups that speed, 68 miles per hour. You usually see her working up in the zone, but so far with Alabama, I've seen her mostly work low.
Gets Brooke Wells to chase there for strike 2.
And you look at Wells' swing there, you could tell like that was almost a half-hearted swing. It was slow through the zone. You see the swing she had earlier in this game, and quick hands, fast bat speed.
Wells ahead of that one, but gets a piece of it. Stays alive, still 0-2. Wells came up with a solo home run back in the first inning to put the Crimson Tide on top, 1-0. And it has been all Alabama since. Pushed across 4 runs in the third, another 4 here, top of the 4th inning. And Wells looking to keep it going a little longer with the 2-out rally. Outside, 1-2. Evens the count 2-2.
With Newer as a hitter, you got to be patient. You got to try to meet the ball, have great extension. If you pull off at all, you're either going to pop it up or completely miss it.
Newer upstairs, brings the count full with that rise ball. Came in about 60 miles per hour. Payoff pitch from Newer. Wells grounds it to short. Fa gets the out at 1 and retires the side, but not before the Crimson Tide make a lot of noise, push across 4 here, top the 4th. Welcome back to Sherry Parker Lee Stadium alongside Faith Kane. I'm Jill Jelnick. Second-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide cruising to a 9-0 lead over the 9th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols. It was Brooke Wells that came in with a solo home run back in the first, but then a handful of free bases have been the story so far tonight, Faith.
Yeah, those 10 free bases, most of all season. I mean, you can't win a game when you're doing that. The walks, the hit batters. I mean, pitching is struggling tonight, and that's been the story for them all season long. So I know as a team, from the outside looking in, I'm sure they're looking at their pitchers, you know, as a teammate, like, what's going on? But also you have to be the one to turn it around and say, okay, we're going to help you guys offensively if you're struggling in the circle, because they've kind of held it down all season long.
Alana Leach hoping to get things going, create a spark here for the Lady Vols offense, bottom of the fourth. As she takes a ball and did not go. Leach struck out her last at-bat against Jocelyn Brisky, who returns to the circle. Leads the team with 11 home runs. Is having a fantastic junior year here on Rocky Top. And that's one of the issues with this Tennessee lineup. It is very youthful, and head coach Karen Weekly has talked about her hitters, a lot of them, majority of them inexperienced, especially when it comes to SEC play, and it puts a lot of pressure on the few veterans in the lineup like Alana Leach. As she looks at strike three, Jocelyn Brisky starts the inning with a backwards K.
It does put a lot of pressure on you. You know, the Leaches, the Carlin Pickens, but remember, pressure is a gift as well when you have it. And it's these moments where you need those type of players to step up. Like you, Alana Leach, stepping up, don't go down swinging, you know, without a fight. And I think that's what Tennessee is missing right now. You know, these young hitters are looking at those veterans and kind of following their lead right now. And I think that's what we're seeing come out.
Elsa Morrison lays off the rise ball. Morrison popped up to center field, her last at-bat. Morrison has been someone, one of those younger hitters who has stepped up at times for Tennessee. Rips this hard but foul. Ahead of that one, she's the Knoxville native. Grew up here, nearby Rocky Top, went to Farragut High School. She scored a run in their game against Duke last week. Also had a great series against Kentucky. Finished the weekend with 4 hits, 2 RBI, and a run. And again, just a freshman, able to crack this lineup, first year of her career. Rolls it over to third. Taylor, no problem, makes the out at 1. 2 down.
You talk about that freshman, that's a changeup on the outside. She just was early. She has that closed stance, so she came out and around it.
First baseman for the Big Orange, number 13, Emma Ford.
Alabama just recently picked up its 20th shutout of the season this past week in their win against UAB. That was their final non-conference matchup. This is a pitching staff, the 3rd best ERA in Division I.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Bama's offense, but I mean, look at their pitchers too. Top in the SEC right now, you have 3 pitchers from Tennessee for lowest ERA, followed up by 3 pitchers for Bama. So they can sling it too. And tonight, we have to give credit to Brisky with the way that she's been able to hold.
Clark drills this to left field. She keeps running around the bases. And her hands are up because she's not quite sure what happened there. Now she'll come on back. The crowd got excited as well. It was one of those moments where you kind of say, what just happened there? Here's another look at Clark's deep shot that ultimately trails foul. That one, it was close.
I thought it was foul. That's why I kept talking through it.
So a very loud foul ball. Now the count 2-1 here to Emma Clark. 3-1. Brings the count full.
And you got to give some credit, too, to Giles back there. I mean, that was a drop ball on the outside corner, and I thought she framed that up really well, brought it up last second. I mean, those are some pitches that are not getting called tonight, and I think she's really helping out Brisky in the circle to get those calls.
Brisky walks Clark, so now one aboard for Tennessee. That will bring up Gabby Leach trying to get a 2-out rally going here for Tennessee, bottom of the 4th. That was just the first walk of the night, too, for Brisky. She's done a nice job going right at these hitters. 4 strikeouts, but now a runner on as Leach takes a ball low in the zone. We saw Alana Leach earlier to start this inning. Those 2 twin sisters, the Leaches, been pretty good in SEC play, trying to get something going here in game 1 as Gabby takes a strike. Here's another look at that. Lana Leach and Gabby Leach always try to find a way on base no matter how they get there. Grounder over to second, and this one hits Clark on her way over, so that's an automatic out, and that will end the inning. So some tough luck there for Lady Vols. Here's another look at this one. Clark unfortunately just couldn't avoid it. Not sure if she saw it dribble off of the bat.
Nothing going right for Tennessee's offense tonight, and runs themselves out of this one, and Alabama leads 9-0.
Up 9-0 over Tennessee. And right now, the story of the game, Alabama taking advantage of mistakes. Not only a handful of free bases from walks, but also 3 hit by pitches tonight, and you can see the frustration all over Carlin Pickens' face. It has not been Tennessee's night tonight, and certainly not in the circle.
Very uncharacteristic softball for Tennessee. I mean, Pickens just didn't have her best stuff, and it happens. And then now you got Newer in this game. I mean, I think she's done a good job of trying to settle in, but 6 walks for the Lady Vols tonight. That's a season high. 3 hit by pitches, 9 runs allowed. I mean, this isn't what we were talking about earlier in this season, so something I don't think we expected. I mean, I knew this Alabama offense was good, but I don't think we expected them to come out 9-0 tonight.
First pitch to Jenna Young comes in as a ball. And I agree with you, Faith. This is the top pitching staff in the country. They came in with a 1.2 ERA. They don't make those uncharacteristic mistakes. And certainly not against SEC opponents. And right now, Alabama has made them pay every step of the way.
And you look at it, yes, Alabama has 6 hits tonight. But besides the Brooke Wells home run and, you know, a couple balls that just kind of dropped or had a crazy spin on it, I mean, I don't think they've hit these pitchers super hard tonight. I mean, if you get rid of the free bases, this is probably a 3-0 ball game.
Strike one for Jenny Young brings the count 3-1 now. Erin Newer, the third pitcher for Tennessee tonight. When she came in, was able to pick up the quick strikeout and also a ground out. Hard shot off the bat of Young, and that will head back towards the wall as Young rounds first and will stand up into second. Jenna Young, all fired up about that one.
I love the dance moves out there. I mean, she's got a lot of speed, and I was just talking, we haven't seen a lot of hard hits come off of these pitchers tonight, but she did a great job of keeping those hands high. That's at the letters, and she just met the bat with the ball and gets a big gap hit.
So a runner in scoring position for Alabama as Marley Giles takes strike one. That's Young's 10th double of the season. As a team, Alabama now with 62 doubles. Giles drops the bunt. Newer, the throw to one. And it's in time. No, it is not. She is safe at first. Excuse me. So now runners on the corners for Alabama. Let's take another look at that one. That was bang, bang.
And this is what I talk about, where things just, nothing is going right for Tennessee. You saw that ball come off the bat, and then it spun funky. Erin Newer having to come out of the circle, and I think she does beat it. I mean, it's very close, but I think she gets it. And you saw Erin Newer, too, when she made that play, she actually took a double pump really quick, put the ball into her glove, and then went to throw. I think if she would have just picked it up and went, I think she probably would have got her.
So the quick bunt from Marley Giles puts runners on the corners for Alabama, and that will bring up Anna Roman to the plate. No outs. Roman, first pitch, fouls it hard towards the left side. Roman 0 for 2 tonight, but has scored 2 runs. Drew a walk back in the third, had a fielder's choice as well. Swings at the high heat, strike 2.
I mean, you look at this movement that Erin Newer has. I mean, that pitch up by the eyeballs. When it comes in, it looks good. And a big swing.
Hard hit towards right field. It's deep. It's gone. Anna Roman, 3-run home run for Alabama.
Bama's bats are just deadly. Now, what I love about this hit from Anna Roman is what she just did earlier in this at-bat. She swung at that rise ball, missed it, made the adjustment, kept her hands high, and absolutely ripped it over right field. I mean, this Bama offense is continuing to come alive to put up 12 runs, possibly run rule this game against Tennessee. I mean, you are making a statement to the SEC right now.
81 home runs now for this Alabama Crimson Tide team. That's the 12th for Anna Roman. And just the 6th home run hit off of Erin Newer this season as she goes low in the zone to Audrey Vandergriff.
Well, part of the hitting philosophy for this Alabama offense coming into the season was actually, we're going to lead the nation in doubles. But Patrick Murphy says, I think we're far off that, and they've just turned into home runs.
Newer makes the out at 1. a much needed out for Tennessee. That was a great conversation with Coach Murphy about the offense this year. Alabama offense has been impressive over the past 2 decades, but there's something to be said about what they're doing with their home run power this year, and it all started back in the fall.
Yeah, the biggest thing is go up to bat and hit the ball as hard as you can. That's how it started in the fall. And Coach Patrick Murphy said, we're going to lead the nation in doubles. And it's slowly just turned into a home run hitting power team, and that's what we're seeing right now. He says he doesn't want his team to get cheated. When they go up there, take your hacks. And what I love about this team, too, is they are so close. Like, their motto coming into this season was fully known, fully loved. And what it means is that as teammates, as players, they can be 100% of whoever they are all the time, and they are going to always be loved no matter what. And you see that passion coming out. I mean, when we saw them at the Women's College World Series a couple years ago, you saw the energy that they brought in the dugouts, one of the most energetic teams.
Aaron Newer comes right back after giving up the 3-run home run, sits down Ambry Taylor, and also gets a ground out. So now 2 outs here for Tennessee's defense, and Salyn Hawkins, the shortstop, at the plate.
Yeah, that was a great pitch by Newer right on the outside corner. But when we talk about the energy that this team brings, I mean, you see the free passes. They're throwing bats on walks.
Hawkins rips one towards the first base dugout, foul. Hawkins 1 for 2 tonight. Hit by a pitch, also came up with that RBI single back in the 5th inning. Helped continue that rally for Alabama when they pushed across 3 last inning. Gets away from Morrison behind the plate. Count now 2-2. Tough night for Tennessee. Most runs allowed this season by the Lady Vols defense. As Newer gets Hawkins to swing and miss. Gets a strikeout to retire the side. But Alabama continues to roll here on this Saturday night. Crimson Tide up 12-0. The Crimson Tide on its way to its 44th win of the season and eyeing its 16th win in SEC play, putting them just a little bit closer to that top spot in the conference. Oklahoma actually won its first 2 games of the weekend, so the Sooners up 17-3 in conference play, but Alabama knocking on the door.
Yeah, they're right there, can go after that #1 spot in the SEC tournament. They also got a shot at the #1 spot overall in the nation, and I mean, that's key as well to go after that.
And after seeing them tonight against a top 10 team, they've looked very good in all facets of the game. Coach Murphy saying he believes this team is the most athletic Crimson Tide team he's ever coached. And that's saying something because he's been with the program since day one.
I mean, they very much can secure that #1 spot. I mean, they have, you know, if they take care of business here this weekend against Tennessee, and then they got South Carolina as their last and final series before the tournament. I mean, we very much may be watching a team that's playing for a national championship.
That is certainly the goal when you wear that Crimson Tide. Taylon Hawley fouls this one back.
Now, just before this, though, Tennessee was in a circle right in front of their dugout before they went out to hit here. And Carlin Pickens, she got really animated in there. So I'm sure, you know, like, let's go. This isn't okay. You know, losing 12-0 is not okay for what this team wants to do.
Certainly not. Not a team that has goals of trying to get back to the Women's College World Series. They made it to the national semifinal last year, their 9th trip to OKC. That was a goal early on when they started the season. But tonight, with a tall mountain to climb, as Lady Vols are down to their final 3 outs.
I mean, this is senior night, too. You don't want to go out like this. This is, I mean, Pickens' last regular season here at Rocky Top, regular season game. I'm sure, I mean,
Taylon Hawley looks at strike 3. Make that the 5th strikeout of the night for Jocelyn Briskey.
Yeah, Hawley's not happy with that one. But look at that pitch right on the inside corner. I think she painted it beautifully. I mean, Briskey, she is tunnel vision right now. You're not seeing a lot of emotion come out of her. She is zoned and focused in. I mean, every single one of her pitches just working right now.
Strikeout number 5 on the night, 146 on the season. Her strikeout to walk ratio, 2nd best in the country. 14 walks, 146 Ks, as she gets Maddie Rutan to look at a strike there. Now Rutan down in the count 0-2. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Briskey again this weekend. She has definitely had the numbers of these Lady Vols hitters. Rutan rolls this over, but foul.
Well, especially if she can get out of this game in 5 innings. I mean, she hasn't even hit 100 pitches yet. So it's not like Tennessee has seen a lot of her because she's been efficient through this lineup. So, I mean, I very much expect her that we're going to see her in game number 3 at least.
This is just the 2nd at bat for the Lady Vols lineup right here. We're at 8-9.
Yeah, if she's able to get Rutan and then Bella Faw, I mean, each hitter for Tennessee has only seen her twice. I mean, that's nothing, and no adjustments have been made.
Rutan lays off the rise, brings the count 1-2. But this is what Briskey has been doing all season. Veteran pitcher for Alabama. She's been one of their most reliable arms the last several years. Sub-2 ERA, and just the strikeout numbers are fantastic. She's also pitched 10 complete games coming into tonight, so in many ways also a workhorse. But we haven't even talked about her counterpart, Vic Moten, the freshman, who's kind of the number 2 of this dynamic duo when it comes to this Alabama pitching staff. And you don't need to see her when Briskey is dealing in the circle. Swing and miss, strike 3. Briskey sits down Rutan with a high heat.
Yeah, we haven't seen that rise ball too often come up out of the zone, and she just hit that beautifully right at the eyes. I mean, look at the movement, how much that moved. It started nearly down by the knees and came up and out. I mean, she's tunneling her pitches so well. They look so similar coming out of her hand.
Tennessee down to its final out. As Bella Fa, the 9-hole hitter, steps to the plate, 1-0. Able to lay off the high heat there.
And Brisky's always been a key part of this pitching staff, but coming into this year and what she's been able to do, Coach Patrick Murphy saying that, you know, this year she has a lot more intention. She's taking her time. She's being patient in the circle, not trying to press or rush. And I think she was able to slow down this game too. I mean, you saw how quick Bama was able to score out there, to come out back in the circle and just try to slow down the game and get it back on your pace. I mean, that shows you her mindset.
Very characteristic of a veteran in the circle,
Yes.
and that is what she is on this pitching staff for Tennessee, or excuse me, for Alabama pitching staff that is top 3 in the country in ERA. Strike 2 to Bella Fa, so Brisky works all the way back from 3-0 and brings the count full. Tennessee down to its final out here. Bella Fa trying to spoil that. Spoils the 3-2. Brisky so far tonight has scattered just 2 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. She gave up a double to Taylin Hawley, but that was really the only ball that Tennessee has been able to barrel up against her. So solid outing for the veteran right-hander.
And it feels like too, I mean, the swing and misses that Tennessee is having it's a lot of, I mean, not even close.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball over to short. Hawkins backs up, makes the throw, and it's in time. That will end the game as Alabama takes game 1 of their series against Tennessee. A very loud 12-0 win over the Lady Vols.
I mean, the way that Alabama just showed up tonight, I mean, they should be in the talks of Oklahoma, of Florida right now, with the way that they just shut down this Tennessee team. Also, the way that they hit off this Tennessee team. I mean, putting up 12 runs, most of them, yes, coming from free bases, 10 of them. The pitching staff for Tennessee did not have it tonight, but Bama took advantage. I'm interested to see how the Lady Vols are going to bounce back from this game.
Jocelyn Brisky picks up her 19th win of the season, able to come up with 6 strikeouts against the Tennessee Lady Vols in the 12-0 win, and takes game 1 of this 3-game series. We'll be back again tomorrow, game 2. That will be on ESPN2. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to winning pitcher when we come back.